Alright guys, this is Nate doing a trade recap for the shorts I caught during the PM session. And yeah, let's get right into it. So first we're going to mark out the 930. Actually, just to give a quick little summary, I did take two trades today, actually three trades. I took one short before the market open, like around here. Secured like 20 points, 20, 30 points, and then the rest got stop break even. Next trade was after the open, so we manipulated higher. Swept the earlier AM highs, and I was looking for a price to come lower, let me fix my tool. So on the hourly and the 4-hour, understand where we are in the range. We've been pushing up off these lows from the prior Monday, but for me, I see this as overextended. I am bullish generally on the market, but after this large move up, I want to see some sort of pullback, towards this 4-hour gap. I want to see these lows get taken. And on the 1 minute after we opened, this manipulation and sweep of buy side is the perfect place to now build a short position. Now, I was initially short after this candle closure down here, and I had a stop, I believe. I had a stop at this candle high, so like a 30-point stop. My fill was 26 on NQ, and for first target, I was looking for these lows. Now, I didn't take any trims, and I didn't get my target hit, and as soon as I saw the nature of the next couple of candles were reversing up and unable to really push lower, I actually stopped out for like a 5-point loss, I believe, on this 936 candle. And that was my AM session. I was already up 20-ish points, 30 points from the earlier trade. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm done for the day. So those are the two AM trades. Now, moving on to what I saw on the PM, let's just let the chart play out. Okay, so now keep in mind that we had this huge sell-off move. Obviously, I'm a little upset that I wasn't able to capitalize on it, but there was a good relief setup panning out. So I'll tell you exactly where I was interested. So we made another leg up. We actually came here very close to taking this high, and we formed an inversion at these PM highs up here. Now, if you ask me if I took this 1-minute inversion, initially, I did not. I actually waited for price to come back into the gap, and from here, I noticed we were also holding this 30-second gap. And this is exactly where I enter my short. Stop loss could have been at the high or a closure above the gap. Really depends on how much you're willing to risk, because the likelihood that we inverse these gaps and go higher, if we get a closure above, then most likely we're going to go for the high. But sometimes you could enter, get faked out, and then it goes in your direction. Regardless, this was the entry that I took on stream. And if you're wondering what targets I was looking at, mainly it was just zooming out on the 5-minute and looking at some internal lows. So we have these lows here, good targets. And also another added confluence for this trade was we need to understand where the volume is being transacted, where all the orders are for the day. I like to mark out with the fixed range volume profile. I like to see exactly what is going on and at what levels. And if you see here, jumping down, a lot of the volume is being transacted at this 192, 193 area. So this is going to be one of our points of control. POC, and this is just a good target to watch out for. So this is the level that buyers and sellers are fighting over. If we come down here and we end up consolidating slash chopping around, price can do one of two things. We can, you know, maintain the trend, go lower, or this is a likely spot for price to reverse. So at this level, it's probably smart if you're sized heavier to take trims. Let's just see how price played out. So come down, and it's just a slow delivery, slow grind down, and we end up taking the trade for I think 70 points, and that's when I logged off and ended the stream. But we actually delivered much lower, and then we got the regular news candle Trump stuff. But from this trade, initially risking, I think my stop was 60 points, but you could have had a smaller stop. It was a 1-to-1, but if you held runners, it would have been almost a 2.5 hour trade. Overall, pretty proud of the execution. It was all done on YouTube. If you guys were curious, I do have the free Discord, and I'm working every day with my mentorship students. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them below.